everybody, and thanks for joining Stamp with Tracey for today's WOW Wednesday. Today we're going to be working with the Shiny Christmas Designer Series paper, which is an online exclusive. So you need to search on the online exclusives through my store. If you have any problems finding it, please don't hesitate to let me know. So the first card we're going to make with this Designer Series paper is going to be using a cherry cobbler card base, and it's going to be opening this way. So we're going to cut our full sheet of cherry cobbler down lengthwise 4 1/4 inches wide by 11 inches. Then we'll score it at 5 1/2, and we'll have a card like this. So first I'm going to go ahead and put my inside piece in with my stamp and seal. And I am just going to leave that blank. We'll determine what to put inside of it later, or possibly the winner. If this is one of the cards the winner takes, then that's what will go with that one. So then here's a piece of Designer Series paper, and you can see this is absolutely gorgeous. It has that foil look, and it's got the holly and the little red dots. And then the other side is this beautiful red circles. So we're going to take and we're going to put that down right on the front of our card base. And this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So it's just 1/4 of an inch smaller than our front. Then I have a piece of the basic white. And this is 5 inches by 3 3/4. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it actually is die cut with the stitched with Whimsy dies. You can see this beautiful little design through there. I know it's hard to see here on the camera, but it's so pretty. And then I've tied some gorgeous ribbon through there. And I have one of the dimensionals on the back there holding the ribbon in place as well. So I tied that around and put a bow on it. And then I'll center this on here as well. And then I have another piece that I have stamped using the beautiful Christmas classics that I absolutely love. This came, I did purchase the bundle of that. I have used it a couple of times already on my WOW Wednesdays, but I love all the sayings on there. And this one I chose to say, deck the halls. And I want to try to center this inside the beautiful Whimsy design. So we'll have that down, and then we have the bow tied on with some iridescent white ribbon. And this is, I think this is a retired one. It's a little bit narrower, but it's really stiff, so it's kind of hard to tie a knot, a nice pretty bow with, but it didn't turn out too bad. Sorry, I was out of focus there on the camera. So there's our first card. And then the next card that I made is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to do this one by landscape. Again, we have that beautiful foil side of the paper with all these little packages. And then this is the flip side of it with this little design. And then here I have the designer tag dies. Again, this is an online exclusive item. So you'll find that online. Searching on my store, just type in online exclusive and it should pop up, or just type in the name designer tag die. And this piece of Designer Series paper on here is 5 1/4 by 4, so it's just 1/4 of an inch smaller than our card base front. And this piece strip here is the opposite side of this. This is 1 3/4 of an inch wide and 5 1/4 inches long. And then I glued that down on there, tied the ribbon all the way around it, and then tied a bow here. And this is the beautiful new white iridescent ribbon that you will find in our catalog as well. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure that's in our new mini catalog, the white iridescent ribbon. So there's the second card. And then the third card, this is using, again, white card base. And this one is opening like the other one. So it was cut down the 11-inch side at 4 1/4. scored it 5.5, so we have an opening this way. Then you have this beautiful designer series foil paper with trees and the little red dots and little stars. And the opposite side of that is this red with the polka dots, using that same white iridescent ribbon. So when I glued down the piece of vellum here, and this piece of vellum is 5 by 3.25, and it you can always see through vellum, so you have to make sure that you use your adhesive in a hidden area. So if you can see, this is all glued down behind all of this. So I wrapped the ribbon around it and adhered some of my Stampin' Seal to keep the ribbon in place. Then I added this little piece here by sliding it in with a little bit of seal in the back of it. And then my Merry Christmas, which again used the Christmas Classics stamp set. I did a double layer of the dimensionals. So I popped up 2 of them. Because this ribbon is a lot bigger and thicker, I really wanted that to be raised up above the ribbon, so I just doubled my Stampin' Dimensionals. Simple, easy, gorgeous cards. And then this last one is an awesome card. It has a belly band, and it uses the decal circles, again using that beautiful ribbon, that iridescent white, beautiful ribbon. So we have 2 of the deckled circles, and the deckled circles, I did 2 different sizes, and they are adhered to the belly band, so it does not interfere with the card itself. Okay, so the belly band is a piece of Mossy Meadow, and it is 1 inch by 11 inches. And then I scored that at 3.25 inches in from each end, and that's where I made the bend. And to slip that on, if you've never used a belly band, you just curve your cardstock a little bit, and then you slide your belly band right down, and it holds your card closed. Now on this one here, we have this beautiful foil sheet with the red and, the cherry cobbler and the Mossy Meadow. And those strips are cut at 1 5/8. And I think I would have preferred them at 1 7/8 after I did it. I realized that, but it still looks nice the way it is. But I think I would have liked it to come a little bit closer to each edge so that the top and the bottom and the sides would be more even. But it looks great just the way it is. Again, those strips were 1 5/8 by 5.25, and you need 2 strips for that. And you glued those down, and our card base here is 8.5 by 5.5. Then you come in here at 2 1/8 and score, turn it around, do the same thing, come in and score at 2 1/8, and that bends in to give you this type of opening. I'm not sure if it has a special name or not, but I always liked cards with belly bands on them. So there are tonight's card using this beautiful, shiny, let me send my camera up a little higher. We can get all 4 of them in there. So we have, hopefully we can get all 4 of them in there, maybe even a little bit higher yet. Sorry about jumping around there on you. So we have these 2, and then we have the one going landscape and another one doing the deck the halls. Again, that designer series paper is called Shining Christmas DSP, and you can search for that in the search bar or else just go to online exclusives. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I can't believe we're in November already. I hope everyone had a wonderful October, and I will be posting the November host code I will add it to my description of tonight's video. I'll add that to the description. And don't forget, for WOW Wednesday, we need to like and comment, and you'll have a chance to win 2 of these 4 cards. I'll try to contact the winner, and if you get back to me in a decent amount of time, I'll let you choose the 2. Otherwise, I'll just pick 2 for you. But don't forget, for WOW Wednesday, like and comment so you have your chance to win. Thanks again for joining me, everyone, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.